Hey, what is up, guys? It's been a while, I know. It's been like a couple months. I've been filming here and there, but only filming bit by bit. So I just couldn't make the whole. I just didn't feel like putting out a vlog for that. And also, I just got a newborn baby. It's a daughter this time, and I was pretty much taking it easy for like a couple weeks. There'll be a few other videos that will come out after this that were filmed prior to this event. But this is what I just filmed last week. A lot of you guys actually been asking for how to do auto to manual swap. I happen to have my car ready because this wasn't ready, as you can see. And you will see all the videos about this as well in the near future. But this car had some issues with the harness and fuse boxes that I bought off from one of the customers' car, which was kind of burnt and it was on fire and whatnot, and that was giving me all this issues. So I decided to do a manual swap on one of the automatic car that we bought a while ago. That was the only option I had, so I had to do the manual swap on that one in like half day. And this is the video about it. And once again, I'll just keep posting, and you're probably not excited about how this car looks, but I'll tell you all about it. By the way, we're just doing another Tomei turbo install today, and it'll be done tomorrow, tuning and everything. But here's a video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, guys, so it's Thursday morning. This Saturday, we have the clinic, like a drift event. And I tried to finish the car, like just to get it to run yesterday. But we have a bunch of harness issues. I think I mentioned in previous videos, but like other than just relying on this, because I have to finish up a lot of stuff, I decided to probably just go bring that red car out to the event. But it's automatic still. So I'm gonna actually make a video because this is something that people have been requesting, and also I've been meaning to put out there. So I'll do a manual swap today. But before I do anything, because that car was never inspected, and it was originally from New York, I'm gonna come over to my friend's shop right now. So past the inspection, in order to get this done right, you gotta change all the manual harnesses and all that. But since we don't have those and we don't have time for that, I'm gonna jump everything. So it's gotta throw a check engine light and a few things. So I'm not going to. So that's why I want to get an inspection first, so I don't get in trouble for driving on the road, because I'm gonna take this on the road, not on the trailer. So a bunch of planes are changed, but I got a bunch of stuff to do inside as well. So I'm gonna be constantly running in and out, and this guy's gonna be in charge for doing some dirty, heavy work. So the main thing for the swap is just straightforward. A lot of people have been asking, but as you can see, when you have the car in neutral, the key doesn't want to come out. The car will only shut off in neutral or park. That's a neutral safety switch, but the key won't pop out. So you got to actually jump a few things in order to make it like manual. So you shut off in neutral, you could pull this out. There are a few tricks you could do. I'm not going to show you everything in detail because, again, that's a free education I don't have to give you. So as you can see now, the park, the key comes out. So again, there are a few things you need, but I'll show you all the components, pretty much things step by step, but I might be skipping some stuff because, you know, I'm going to be under there, have a hard time like filming and stuff like that. So goal is to get it done today, in one day.
Really?
One day, yes.
All right.
So cars are already set up on the lift. Before I do anything, I'm just inspecting the car if it's worth of our time to do this. You could definitely see a bunch of oil leaking through the front cover, but that's very normal for especially BK1 with some high miles. See all these 2.0 front cover leaks, which is not a big deal. All the fresh oil change, filter, everything, spark plugs anyway, before I beat the crap out of it. Also, I guess there's some leak from the cam position sensor on this side. The owner claimed that it was rear main seal, but It's possible, but I'm gonna get to it anyway, so we'll see what's happening there. Possibly the trans oil is leaking too, but we're gonna get rid of that anyway, so that'll be okay as well. We need the manual dry shaft, which we have here. Main job for this is just cutting the center section out for the manual, but I'm just gonna do half-fast just to make it to the event, which I've done before. And instead of waiting on this to like taken out and sealed, I might have one upstairs. So I'm just looking at the gear ratio. It has 3.999, which is the automatic one. Wish that was like 4.1, which is kind of rare, but it doesn't have it. So I'll find something similar or something that's a little shorter gear so I could use it for manual. But other than that, alignment's slightly off, but I could live with that. Definitely these two's been tempered with, but I'll just use toe plate to just kind of measure it. So we just took off the stock exhaust, downpipe back all together, save some time. I brought down my spare differential from the upstairs. Let's start welding on the side, so I don't have to wait till that thing comes out. And I can literally just work on this because the seal will take like almost a day to completely dry. So by end of the day, I want to put this back in there. You down? All right, so on the side, I'm just draining whatever I found upstairs. Definitely BK2. Ones with these cups, whatever you want to call, are for BK2, which pop out. And the fluid looks clean, so I think it's the original one from this one, which had a 3.8 engine in there before. So it's a longer gear, so I might have a hard time than this one, but I could just stay in the second gear, hoping that's gonna be better. So taking off the differential, and this car's still leaking oil. Dripping oil, literally. You fail, sir. Yeah, we'll see. So already took out those cups and just kind of cleaning up right now, like this. What it does is basically just burning off some oil with, I already kind of spray with brake cleaner, just drains whatever. And also in case something doesn't burn off, and while welding something catch on fire, so before that you just basically burn everything off. Jake's over here undoing the bolt for the transmission, and seems like we've done this a lot recently, many times, right? But all 3.8s, so this is way easier compared to compared to 3.8. 2.0s are way easier to deal with, so should be smooth sailing. Let's see. Good penetration. You want some good penetration. Yeah, I get the ground off. So the automatic shifter is basically this. It moves around to linkage to the transmission. This is worth nothing. We have like 3. We try to get rid of it for like 150. Nobody wants it. So another junk pile. And then we're about to make some mess with this transmission fluid, which is connected to the radiator. So we might drain some before we even started. This will like get dirty. So got the transmission off, automatic transmission that is. I made a little bit of mess here. Usually the torque converter comes out together when you undo the bolts, but it was still attached and it was leaking on the side, so we're just kind of cleaning it up right there. Torque converter's in now, so it's not leaking anymore. Other than that, I think maybe the rear main was really leaking as I see the oil there. Like right here.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a rear main here sitting in the office, so I'll replace that before doing anything. So this transmission line that's connected to the radiator needs to be disconnected. Probably leak out a little bit more, but we'll do that later so it doesn't make too much a mess. We'll probably end up just chopping it because we don't need that. The automatic flywheel has to come out, and we're gonna install the clutch after that. Then I'm gonna start like cutting this out. So we just dropped the stock differential. It's right here, made a little bit more mess. But everything else looks pretty solid in here. I just had Jake to clean up the seal, and it's nice and clean down to metal so we could seal it up. Just pour the transmission fluid in here just to kind of soak it and clean it up so I don't have much of debris. But I'm still going to put this and let the car run around the block for maybe 15 minutes. Then drain it and basically flush it just to have less debris in there. Alright, so just popped out the old and popped in the new rear main seal. Hopefully it doesn't leak oil anymore down here. Alright, so we just had lunch. Jake dropped off some packages. And I brought down some of the main components just to explain. And it's honestly straightforward from here. A lot of people request like, oh, what do you need? What do I need so I can buy stuff? You know, I can't break it down everything because sometimes we'll miss some parts and people complain, like, and it's always our fault. But it's just straightforward. You need brake pedal for the manual transmission because obviously the automatic one's wider and also it's somewhat shifted on this side. You'll need the clutch pedal, of course. And this thing actually goes through. So what it does is this is the I guess the slave. So I guess this is the master cylinder for the clutch. And usually this taps into your master reservoir here. See where the empty spot is? This is for automatic. The manual is, this is actually connected to the master cylinder for the clutch. So you need this component right here, and this rod is connected to this clutch pedal and pushes in and out. And this, you will also need either OEM one that has this, so it just kind of builds pressure, or you could just buy the brake lines and just make it somewhat shaped like this, so it's kind of builds the pressure. Instead of tapping into the master, we're just gonna go with for a little bike, and it's easier to bleed out the clutch and everything. So we're replacing this, and it's gonna go onto another junk pile. Because who needs automatic pedal? Let's go into the junk pile. Sorry about the appearance. I was going through all the harnesses. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 all automatic brake pedal. That's after dropping some junks off. So we've done some swaps. Go to junk pile, and it's gonna come with this dildo shift up. If anybody wants this, hit me up, ladies. Yeah, this was the first thing we took off from that car. Like, it was just so embarrassing to drive around with that. So let's go into another junk pile.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things. I gotta just let it all out, I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about. Telling me I should do this, telling me I should do that. Telling me things about rap. Talking the truth and then stabbing my back, they will knock me off track. No, too many things have been building, been hard to deal with, I just been drinking. Remember my moves in the past, I'm wondering what was I thinking. Lately I'm living in fear, wondering what if the end is so near. All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control, but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving alone. I don't pick up the phone.